punked again. Like, again, every time I go through and find some of these crazy articles, you cannot be serious. You can't be serious. Hello, everyone. I am Mecha Random 42, your favorite YouTube harpy, huge Star Trek fan, cannot stand Star Trek Discovery. I'm talking Discovery today. Oh my god. Thank you so much for sending me this article, Seraph, from chat. You guys know Seraph. Star Trek Discovery needs to make its connection canon to the Borg. No. Yeah, I'm covering half of this. It's Borg connection canon. No, it doesn't. Bad. That's bad. No, bad. Don't do that. You know why? Because it was a stupid idea to bring it in anyway. Not only that, right? So they kill. So spoilers for Star Trek Discovery. And if you guys are new to the channel, I changed my content on my channel because of how bad Star Trek Discovery was, to review and critique and pick apart and suggest on how to fix it. You know, I'm a huge Star Trek fan. Going to Las Vegas this summer for the convention. Not a huge Discovery fan. Cannot stand the show because of how badly written it is, how many stupid ideas they have. And now you're gonna tell me that this swamp gas Krishna person, I don't know who the hell you are, wants a revised story. Oh no, they want it's a revised origin story. It would hugely improve both the Borg and the show. No, it wouldn't. You know what would improve the show? Get people who know how to write. Get people who understand science. Get people who understand what warp is, right? Who know the difference between warp and hyperspace. And no, they're not the same thing. They're not the same thing. Trust me, they're not the same thing, right? Huge Star Wars fan as well. Babylon 5. I kind of know the differences between the different scientific terminology used in different shows. I'm not... This stuff drives me crazy. Oh, what does Swamp Gas have to say? Spoiler warning, major plot reveal. No one cares. No one cares about a major plot reveal. It's not a good show. What happens is the whole universe revolves around a character that they shoehorned in as a sibling to Spock. Literally, the universe revolves around them. Worst writing I've ever heard. There's a lot of whisper acting. I love you, Spock. I miss you so much. Legit whisper acting. If CBS hadn't blocked all of my live my live reaction watch parties, also screw you CBS for blocking all of those. They're kind of funny and privatized, by the way. They're privatized. You can't even watch them if you wanted to. But I would probably go and point you to them if they hadn't been privatized and blocked anyway. About how bad Discovery is, where we kind of go and riff it along. We riff it live. I'm kind of sad that it's gone because it was so fun to rip apart because it was just so bad. It was worst Star Trek I've ever seen. Don't watch it. It's not so bad it's good. Go watch Unicorn Store if you want something so bad it's good. Brie Larson movie. This isn't even so bad it's good territory. This is just boring, dull, idiotic dribble that will make you feel infuriated and dumber for watching it. I'm not even kidding. They have no concept of what basic, like a junior high and elementary school science is. It's insulting. It is insulting to the viewers. It is insulting to Star Trek as a legacy. It is insulting to fans. So let's hear what Swamp Gas wants for Discovery. While the Klingon War and the Mirror Universe dominated Star Trek Discovery's first season, which was stupid, by the way, and don't watch it. The Klingons talk so slow, like they have crap in their mouths. And here. This is what the Klingons look like. Want to watch the show? This is a Klingon having her way with, by force, a person that she tortured and converted from her own species. This is supposed to be a Klingon now. This is not what, and yeah, it's censored for YouTube family friendliness, right? The tribbles aren't normally on the Klingon tits. It is so infuriatingly bad. I gotta calm down. Don't watch it. Don't watch the first season. Don't watch the second season, which concluded on April 18th. It set off on a different path. Yeah, it's like they forgot what they were doing. And they rewrote a bunch of stuff. And they poochied the ending, too. Full spoiler, they poochied the ending. They sent Discovery off into the future, even though they had already killed the thing that they were trying to stop. And we were never, and they went off into the future, never to be heard of or spoken about again under Starfleet order. You can't make this shit up. This is how they actually legit ended the show. Oh my god, it is the weirdest, dumbest thing I've ever seen, and I... Just make good Star Trek, please. Just make good Star Trek. With any luck, the CBS Viacom Paramount merger thingy, they'll be back in bed together, and all will be well, and... Not with Alex Kurtzman in charge, but whatever. The Federation's Starship Discovery spent the season tracking 7 mysterious red signals, each of which led towards some greater purpose. Oh, no, they didn't. They left a whole bunch of unanswered questions. Spoiler, Michael Burnham is the Red Angel, which we all knew. She ends up teleporting an entire church and all the people in it. How? Did she, lift it up off the ground? How does she physically able to do that? She has a suit that is tethered to a certain point in time, right? How is she able to lift all those people? How is she able to do that? What did she do? Carry, 1 or 2 of them? What would she do? Become giant and scoop them up like they're, a bunch of Skittles or something, right? I don't like the green ones. That's why I have them stashed there. And those are runts. Those aren't even Skittles. Did she scoop them all up? No, because she's a 98-pound woman. Tiny, petite little thing. She's going to carry an entire church full of people and the church throughout time? How? How's she doing that? She doesn't have a tractor beam. She doesn't have a ship. So stupid. Not only that, Section 31, who is now everywhere and everybody knows about them in this series, knew that she was they knew the origin of the Red Angel. They knew, they thought it was her mother. They knew exactly where everything was. They knew where Spock was. They spent half the season looking for Spock, even though he's right there in his own backyard in a cave on Vulcan. It's so stupid. It's the stupidest thing I've ever seen. Maybe do watch this. You will hate it. It is so bad if you actually just pay attention. This is one of those shows that is designed for people to be off doing anything else. This is something where you're listening to it in the background while you're doing dishes or making dinner. Not a show you actually watch, and they'll give you little visual cues or audio cues. Something loud will happen or something bright will flash so you know when to look up. Oh, it's bad. A powerful being, the protagonist dubbed the Red Angel, also appeared alongside these signals. But its nature and intentions were unclear. So much were unknown about it, but it was clear the Red Angel had a mission. No, it didn't. As the season progressed, Discovery learned new tidbits about the Red Angel, all of which weren't even consistent with its own series. Oh, what is this person smoking? The ship's crew joined forces with Section 31, the covert arms of Starfleet, to unmask the truth behind the signals. Along the way, the crew learned the nature of the Red Angel, but it wasn't until protagonist Michael Burnham found her adopted brother. They're not siblings. They're not related. Star Trek series stalwart Spock because references, because Big Bang Theory likes Spock, so we're gonna name drop Spock. The season's real threat became clear. The Red Angel was trying to stop a devastating future, blah blah blah. Nobody cares. To steal that from Rob from Midnight's Edge. Go subscribe to Midnight's Edge. Good friends of mine. I'm also on the show. Discovery writers have threaded many hints and fostered quite a bit of speculation on what control might be, or specifically what it might become, but nothing pays off because this is Discovery. They set up, to quote nitpicking nerd, they never miss the opportunity to miss an opportunity. Every time they're going to do something, you think, oh, they're actually going to fix it. No, something stupid. Just something stupid again. Because that's all the show is. It's just stupid on top of stupid on top of stupid. We were complaining about Spock's beard. He looks better with a beard. He really legit does. I'm kind of so overwhelmed by how dumb this series is. It's just crazy. It's crazy. The Discovery writers have threaded many hints, blah, blah, blah. Who cares? Oh, Lord. Through post-season interviews, writers and producers have said this isn't their intention. This may be a smokescreen. Remember when executive producer Akiva Goldsman definitely told us Spock would not be appearing on Discovery? Yeah, I do, and I call them out for their lying bullshit. I do remember that. I made about 5 videos where, I explained why Spock shouldn't be in Discovery, why it was a bad idea. I was right because, Mecha is right. Mecha is God. I will listen to Mecha. This is so stupid. They swear up and down, oh no, it's not going to be the Borg. We know it's going to be the Borg if they come back. If they come back. They won't even probably come back because they need to focus on Picard because that's the only one people care about is the Picard series, which they're totally going to ruin because you still have Alex Kurtzman and Akiva Goldsman behind the scenes. I get a little passionate. I start bouncing. You guys will probably put the bounce timestamps in here at some point, right? Oh, yeah. Yeah, so they flat out bald-faced lied to us saying he wouldn't be in Discovery. And then, of course, lo and behold, season 2 comes along. They need some extra ratings. So what do we need? We need something that fans will recognize. We need Spock. Because Big Bang Theory, millennial, younger audiences who don't like Star Trek because it's slow and boring and doesn't have a lot of action, and they're used to Marvel movies and Doctor Who and all their crap that's coming out today. I don't mean any offense by that. I actually enjoy the Marvel movies and some Doctor Who. Not the Jodie Whittaker season. It's not very good, but point is, they don't know what they're doing. They're just bringing out references to try and see what sticks. However, even if it wasn't planned, this is a golden opportunity to rewrite the Borg's history. Don't do that. No. Bad. That's a bad swamp gas. Don't do that. In a more relevant, satisfying way, the writers are already laid the groundwork by drawing in the Borg's tropes and characteristics. No, it's more like they ripped them off because they saw it on Star Trek and they forgot that when they're stealing from other shows, like the Klingon design from Galaxy Quest, which Anti-Trekker cleverly pointed out. I kind of forgot about that in Galaxy Quest. I haven't seen it in a while, but yeah, they totally ripped that off, to stealing the tardigrade idea from game developers, to stealing, all kinds of... What else have they stolen? Tell me in the comment section what else Star Trek Discovery has stolen from other franchises. Filling in the blanks would give Discovery a chance to leave a lasting impact on Star Trek canon. No, that's not what we want. We want to never speak of it again, like the writers have said we should. We never want to see it again. It's going off 950 years in the future where nobody will ever think of it or speak of it again. Make the Borg more resonant as a story tool. No, they'll just make them into tools. No, don't. A new, more specific Borg origin story would highlight the conflict at the crux of the entire Star Trek franchise. No. We're not supposed to find the Borg. We're not supposed to meet them until way later. Q artificially brought them to us. We don't create them. That would be fucking stupid. Only a moron would say that's a good idea. Only the dumbest, most stupid person would say, oh yeah, let's make it so that Michael Burnham created the Borg. No. The fight between our principles, our best selves. Bitch, no, please. These people on this show are shoving each other out of the way. They're unpleasant, catty, petty, horrible people on this show. Right? And these are the characters. These are the actors. These are the characters, for the most part, they will mansplain to each other. They will, oh no, they just nasty. Michael Burnham shoves Saru out of the way at his own station in an episode. It is horrible. It is horrible. Nobody has any respect for anybody on this show. It doesn't have anything to do with our best selves. It is not an optimistic, hopeful outlook on the future. I don't want to be on that ship. I would rather be in the P corner on the Orville. I would rather be posted and stationed in the P corner on the Orville. Seriously, I legit would. Just to be on that ship with people who actually like each other. Nobody likes each other on Discovery, right? And they have to write it in, as an afterthought. Oh, we're gonna kill off this character. Whoops, they have no personality or screen time. Let's shoehorn them into an episode to kill them off. No, when you could, instead of killing them off, maybe beam them on board and put them in the brig. Because you could do that. Because it's Star Trek. Because they beam people willy-nilly all over the time in this series. This series isn't consistent within itself. The hubris of humanity's darker side, which created control in the first place. Yeah, but Star Trek is supposed to be better than that. And Section 31 was supposed to be a secret organization people didn't know about. Like all of Star Trek Crew's Discovery's characters are standing up to fight against the result of humanity's worst insecurities. Yeah, its own crew. They're fighting each other. They literally fight each other. But there's so much infighting between the Section 31 people and the Discovery people. It's so stupid. They aren't doing that. So that's a bald-faced lie. The possibility of the Borg's connection is a major part of the narrative. No, it's not. It's an afterthought that people saw. Oh, hey, what do we have in Star Trek that we can use? And they used that probably. I bet somebody was screwing with the writers who have never seen Voyager and didn't know what a nanoprobe was. I bet you anything that they put that in there knowing that the writers of the show, for the most part, and showrunners have never watched Star Trek. You probably have one or two writers in there or one or two continuity guys who throw in little cries for help, like Spock's line of, Discovery's very existence is the problem. little lines like that. They'll give us a little bit of that every now and then. But no, this is bad. Discovery won the battle in season 2. There wasn't even a battle. Mirror Giorgio turned on a magnet and destroyed Control. And they still went into the future. Even though the thing was dead. It's so stupid. The battle of organs, human nature can never be won. It's a source of endlessly relatable, relevant conflict for Star Trek shows in particular. Yeah, but people are better than that. The Orville, just watch The Orville if you want Star Trek. They fail on every level of this series. And, it looks cinematic, but none of the cinematics make any sense in Star Trek or in the episode. You have giant ships flying around inside of the starship because somebody wanted that shot. You have shots that are rendered and developed that mean nothing to the show. Really, they really don't. For those familiar with the Borg's history, it's easy to notice the similarities between Control and the Borg. Yeah, like I said, because they didn't know what the hell they were doing. They didn't know. They probably snuck a fast one past the writer's room, past the producers, and that's probably what happened. Machine hybrids called drones, blah, 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 blah. Sentient people become drones. We know. We've seen actual Star Trek. This has nothing to do with it. So this is a robot computer chick that shouldn't have been in existence. What is her story, by the way? How did she become a robot? Was she like a brain and they just put robotic cybernetics around her? Because she had to go and upload her memories into the computer because she didn't have that much room in her brain, even though her brain was organic, which is stupid. How did she become that way? Was it an accident? Did she sign up for this? Is this normal to have robotic cybernetic people, considering the fact that Data's an android and he doesn't even come into Starfleet for decades? This is one of the biggest problems. This is one of the biggest problems with Discovery, is that you have more questions than they answer because they throw so much verbal diarrhea at the screen to see what sticks. And none of it does. None of it does. You will be pausing to process the 10 dumb things you heard. And before you can even catch your breath, 10 more dumb things will be thrown at the screen. It's called the Shelby method, where they just keep giving you this bombardment of verbal information. It's just noise. None of it makes sense. It's just line. Linerama is what it is. It is kind of like Linerama improv of Star Trek, and it is garbage. It doesn't make any sense. There's too many links between Control and the Borg to be a coincidence. Well, like I said, it's probably somebody who actually does give a crap and is putting in a cry for help. That's all it has to be. Control was originally a threat assessment system housed at Section 31 headquarters. Starfleet admirals relied on it to make decisions during the Klingon War. After the war was over, Section 31 began accelerating development of the artificial intelligence so it could prevent future wars. Yeah, that's not really... I don't believe that was the original Section 31 backstory. But they weren't that interesting. They were kind of that little spy thing that was in 1 or 2 episodes of DS9 and 1 or 2 of Enterprise. They weren't very interesting to me. That's why I was so stupid to bring them all into this show, because I don't really want to know about the dark, shady underbelly of the Federation, right? I really don't. I want to have like this nice rose-tinted glasses of Star Trek and Starfleet, where they're the good guys, I don't want to hate Star Trek characters. I really don't. So stop making Star Trek based on characters that are so hateable. Naturally, giving an unshackled AI that much power backfired. Well, no shit. That's why they don't have them in Star Trek. That's why it was a stupid idea to write her in the first place. Control began to seek out greater control over its human creators, blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares. Oh, fuck. It set in its sights, Discovery because of the ship now holds a vast amount of data collected from a dying alien sphere that spent 100,000 years roaming the galaxy collecting information, meaning that Discovery or no ship ever has to go out and exploring because they have 100,000 years of data. We don't have to explore anything. We just do just study the data from the sphere. Oh no, it's too dangerous now. Because we called them out on how stupid the sphere was. That's why. I think that's why. This event was what the Red Angel was traveling back from the future to stop to prevent. Most complicated plot I've ever had to process. There's so much wrong with it. That's the Shelby method, though. There's so much wrong with it. You can't even squeeze it into you can't squeeze it into a tweet. You can't squeeze it into a 10-minute video. This is going to be a really long one. This is a really long video. It's a rant, and it's only one article. Oh my god. Oh, the event was a red angel, blah, blah, blah. Control acquired the vast knowledge. It would eventually decide that all organic, sentient life in the galaxy was a threat and wipe it out. Yeah, and you know, in this universe, do it, please. I don't care. The bulk of the second half of the season was focused on keeping the data from the artificial intelligence, which was so stupid. We don't care. We don't care. Just blow up your goddamn ship. Blow up the ship with everybody on it so we never have to hear of them again. That would have been a better thing. Oh no, we can't. Discovery's very existence is the problem. It's not letting us blow it up. Blah, 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 blah. The AI assimilated Captain Leland. Who cares? The head of Section 31 ship because they just go around in the open in this universe. Assigned to the Discovery. It's the whole, yeah, they assigned the whole ship to the Discovery. You don't have Section 31 ships. B, you don't assign them to another ship. That's stupid. Only stupid people would write that. And a scene hauntingly reminiscent of Captain Picard's transformation into Locutus of Borg. No, it wasn't. It was a cheap knockoff of... Actually, it reminded me more of when, like, 7 of 9 needed to give up some of her nanoprobes so they could study them. That's all it really reminded me of on Voyager. It had nowhere near. Because we don't care about this guy. I don't care about Leland. No one cares about him. He's not Captain Picard. He's not the hero of the show. He's some asshole that you don't like because he's doing nasty things to the characters you're supposed to. Duh, only an idiot would write that. The effects of Control take over Leland, blah, blah, blah. Nobody cares. And it looks eerily familiar to Star Trek fans. I know, and that's why we're cringing and rolling our eyes. The language Control AI uses is familiar too. Struggle is pointless. A cousin to the catchphrase. Well, no, it's the 25% different version of resistance is futile. See, here's where you're wrong, Swamp Gas. They couldn't do it if they wanted to, because it still has to be 25% different, or else they can't make any money off of it. They can do it, they just don't want to, because they can't make any money. They have to pay to license the thing, and they're already paying out the nose for being completely over budget. Completely over budget. According to the movie First Contact, the Borg evolve on a distant planet, presuming the Delta Quadrant. Who cares? Yeah, that doesn't have anything to do with it, because it's one of the cinematic movies, which are, I believe, in the canon timeline. This is in the prime timeline that has nothing to do with the movies or the TV series. Allowing Star Trek Discovery to rewrite Borg's origin story will give the show a lasting impact on the franchise. No, we want it to go away. We want it to be that series that we don't speak of. We want it to be that series that gets retconned out of existence. And it's done a pretty good job of retconning itself out of existence by saying, we're never going to speak of it again, and going 950 years into the future. Yeah, a clearer reason to exist. It doesn't need a reason to exist. That is the problem. Discovery's existence is the problem. Spock said it right there. I need to clip that. I'm going to clip that. I think a significant stake in the larger Trek narrative. No, it doesn't need it. It doesn't have anything to do with it. This is in its standalone universe. It's not in our canon TV universe. At the end of the season, Control has about half the sphere data. Who cares? Perhaps it means the Control will instead evolve into the AI. I don't care. I don't want it to. Either way, it's naive to assume that the epic battle that closed Discovery Season 2 was the end of Control. I don't care if it's the end of Control or not. This Discovery needs to go away. Just flat out. It needs to be retconned out of existence. Control will be able to rebuild itself. Perhaps it'll flee to the Delta Quadrant to do so. Yeah, see, you're thinking too much. You're thinking more than the writers of the show, Swamp Gas. Seriously. It's not just this new origin story that makes sense, given the clues Discovery has given us. This retooled origin story needs to be confirmed in the third season and beyond. No more third season. The third season needs to just be that thing that we never speak of, that they confirm is happening, but nobody gets a call for. That's what we need. And we'll know based on if Sonequa Martin Green goes and gets another acting gig. There you go. Just look at her IMDb. Oh, Lord. Where am I? Star Trek universe surrounding the Borg, arguably the best villain of this franchise. The Borg were the best villains, really? I don't think so. Who do you think were the best villains? I think maybe Khan was probably the best villain of the franchise. Like before the JJ movies came in and screwed it up. Discovery excels when it shows both the best and worst of us. Well, it's never showed the best of us, so it never has excelled. It's always showing the worst of us. And not even that. They can't even get that right. You know, they give us, dead baby Klingon head, can't even go through with it. They don't have the balls to go through with it to be edgy. That's the thing. They didn't have the balls to go through with that actually being the Borg. They didn't have the balls to do it. It would make sense then. In trying to prevent humanity's utter destruction by the Klingons, the Federation would have had inadvertently created its own worst enemy. No, they wouldn't have. They're smarter than that. See, the thing is, they stated that they let the control computer, which sounds as dumb as it is, make all of their command decisions and their tactical decisions. You don't let a computer make your decisions. Are you stupid? Especially in Star Trek. They would have known that by now. They really would have. You don't let computers make human command decisions. And that's the problem. Oh, Lord. Making the Borg a physical manifestation of humanity's impulse to act rashly from a place of fear would be both poetic turn of events and kind of incredible daring storytelling that the franchise has showed itself capable of over and over again. Except this has nothing to do with the franchise. It is Star Trek in name only. Oh my God. That's enough of that. That's enough of that. What are people saying? Oh, we already know the Borg originated centuries earlier in the Delta Quadrant. There's no reason to make the Trek universe even smaller, what he said. Jedi Spock. I like that. Yeah, I agree. The Borg got worn out in previous Trek shows, thanks Voyager. I liked that they reintroduced an idea of an evil AI trying to bring back some AI without trying to bring back some ham-fisted connection to the Borg. Yeah, see, nobody even likes their stupid take on this. It's a bad take. I'm sorry. You have a bad take. You wrote a dumb article. It's a bad take. Yes, Star Trek doesn't always need to directly back into itself. It's fine to let some events outside threats stand on their own. Yeah. Oh, Chief Potato, I disagree. Discovery made the whole plot plausible sense making anything. Oh, fuck you. I don't care. Shut up. I don't want. No. If you like Discovery, fine. Just, I don't. And I'm not going to be nice to it. I'm not going to be easy on the show. It's not a good show. It's just not. It's not. Don't watch it. If you're a Star Trek fan, it will be frustrating. It will be infuriating. And watch The Orville. It's so much better. But tell me what you guys think in the comment section below. I am Mecha Random 42, P.O. Box 1566, Loveland, Colorado 80539. I will be at Star Trek Las Vegas. Come say hi. Thank you so much for watching. I will see you on the next video or live stream. Bye! Thanks for watching. If you liked it, make sure to hit that like button. And if you want to see more, don't forget to subscribe. See you in the next video. Bye!